I'm making good progress on the mowers down there. I've been doing all the easy fixes, and so far of each group of mowers, I've only had one that has been needing major repairs, like a bent shaft or a broken base plate or a blown engine. So now I've got this Hyper Tough mower. I'm working on all these now because I am at that point. I have two of them running already. One of them's down there being tested. The other one I'm waiting to finish running to test the other one. Just kind of keep down on the noise pollution. But this is the one I mentioned in the original video when I got all these 43 mowers that had the severely bent blade on it. And as you can see, it's severely bent. Who knows what in the world this guy hit, or man or woman, whoever hit whenever they terminated this one. I'm hoping that the shaft is good on it. If it is, great. If it's not, I'll figure out something. But you can see the right front wheel's bent a little bit. It was damaged because it was defective. The return reason was damaged. So I'm missing the little handle there too. So I'm going to take all the stickers off here. I'm going to break this loose and going to figure out, put a new blade on it and see if I can get it to run. Almost looks like the pull rope mechanism also needs to be rewound, so I'll take that off. I've got a missing bolt there too. I'll put that back on. So let me do all that. I'll take the blade off. We'll get a closer look at that and see if we can get this thing running again. Here's the underside of the deck. I got the blade off and the blade adapter off. I don't know what they were trying to cut or trying to do, but it looks pretty rough if you ask me. This mower does have the shorter shaft on it. I gotta get all this stuff off to even see if the shaft is bent. It kind of does, but my eyes could be deceiving me, and it wouldn't surprise me considering that this is how the blade looks. I don't know if you hit a tree root or what to do. Let's see, there's the good side and there's the not good side. So I don't know what you hit to do that to a mower, but at least a blade. But I know whatever it wasn't good. So gonna take all that stuff off, look at the shaft, and see if it's bent. If not, put another blade on it, see if we can get this thing back running again. I got all the errant items off of this, and actually probably what saved this shaft, because it does look straight, what probably saved this shaft was the fact that it's a little bit shorter than all the others, all the other modern Briggs engines. I don't see really any bends in it, which is a good thing. I hope there's not. But what I do have over here is I have a new blade. I'm trying to keep all my other 20-inch blades, so it's got a different adapter on it, but I've got the adapter here, and I've got the appropriate key for it. So I'm going to put this assembly on the mower. I found one little, and I don't know how it'll affect the pulling capacity of this, but I've got this just a small crack right there in the pour-up mechanism for where the teeth go, but I think that the cup on the flywheel for it to pull it with, I'm pretty sure that will put it back in its place, so I'm not really worried about that. The tooth isn't going to fly out. It's just not going to be guided back in like it's supposed to sometimes, although it's working right there like it's supposed to. We'll find out. Like I said, I'm going to put the blade, all this blade assembly stuff on here. Check everything on it. Actually, before I even do anything like that, I need to check the trouble spots on these mowers whenever they get hit hard, right there in the front and on the base plate, because these base plates are about as thin as a sheet of paper, and then on the side over here. And as you can see, they like to crack around that area. As you can see, this one luckily got spared, so put the blade stuff on and we'll make sure that it has compression and that it runs, and we'll service it from there if necessary. So I got everything back on it down here in the test bed now. I took all the stickers and stuff off of it. Found one of these pieces here. Put the pull-up mechanism back on. It's pulling like it's supposed to. Found a handle. So got that going. Put the blade on. The adapter worked on it, so that was good. Just kind of cleaned up from under the deck a little bit. This blade should be okay. I had it up top, so usually that means it came off of a good mower, or it was a good blade. And I put the proper adapter on there for it too. As long as this thing hasn't been tossed and turned around a lot, I believe this one will run as long as the flywheel key isn't sheared. So let's see what we have here. And try a little starter fluid here. As you can hear, it does run, albeit not great right now, but it's got some smoke to burn off. I think the gas tank's not quite on the plate, but you might hear that little bit of plastic. That's where that tooth is loose in there. So I will fix that. No big deal about that. That's starting to run a little bit better now that it's getting the smoke off. So let me fix the tooth. Let me fix that piece on the pull rope and fix the gas tank there. And we'll revisit this here in just a second. But hey, it does run, so it's just got some smoke to burn off and it'll be in good shape. So let me do a couple of those quick fixes and then get it back down here. So instead of going through the process of taking the clip off of that other one to put another piece on the bottom there and risking not only ruining the spring on not one but two potentially good pull ropes, because I mean that other pull rope is okay, it just rattles that piece of plastic around a little bit, but I didn't really want to sell this mower that way, so I upped it. Even though this cover is not in the best shape to put this cover on because it's good. And like I said, the mower looks like it's been run through a 40-acre field to cut it. And believe it or not, as you can see, the date right there is May of 2017. So this mower is not even 4 months old. It probably looks like it is 4 years old. But after I wash it, it should look almost as good as new. And the pull-rope cover honestly doesn't look that bad. It's actually a little bit bigger than the other one too, so it makes it look like it's a bigger engine. So I guess let me start it up. I don't think I have my rope down here, but I'll at least let y'all hear it a little bit. One in my pocket, which does just as well. I think whenever this thing hits something, because the gas tank is fastened the way that it should be, I think whenever it hits something, it kind of jarred it a little bit. As you can see, the exhaust shield is also a little loose. I can fix that real quick. But you can see it's quit smoking, it's running better now, so that's good. Thankfully there's no other damage apart from what we saw there with the blade. With the new blade on it. Running great, running smooth, and we'll be ready to sell most likely in the spring, because sales are about all but stopped for the year, just because it's been about 20 days since we've had rain, so everything's gotten pretty dry. Probably the only thing I'll even sell this year are bagger mowers to bag up leaves, but most people don't even do that are buying from me. So all in all, it's been a good season though. Over almost 110 mowers and or other pieces of equipment, like had an edger in there and probably a couple other things I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But glad that this was an easy fix. The other two electric mowers, if you saw a couple videos prior, I bought a weed eater for that. That was mid to late September. I put that on Craigslist the night before. It sold the next day for a full asking price. So I ended up buying another weed eater. I wanted to buy 2 more weed eaters, but there was only one available. And ended up finding a blower actually for a good deal too. I got the blower for less than $100 with the battery and the charger, so should be able to at least double my money on both of those, selling them as a package deal. I'm going to get all the easy ones fixed, so it's probably going to be another week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks before I get to the harder fixes. But when I get to the harder fixes, hopefully I'll have a little bit more videos coming. I know I've got a couple more coming, like the one with the bent deck on it. I'll probably put the engine on another mower that has the bad engine, or maybe the one with the cracked base plate. I'm not sure yet. And then the one that's blown up, probably because I've got a good piston and stuff. Probably put a piston on that. And got to put a shaft in the snapper. So that's 3 videos right there that'll be coming. But continue to stay tuned. And I'll keep posting up videos. Thank y'all again for the support, and thank y'all for watching.